Hi, this is Carolina with Temecula Town Podcast, and today we have Lily Grace, an Australian country singer that is going to be out in Temecula in a few weeks. And she's got a lot of shows coming up. So, Lily Grace, can you please let us know a little bit about what's going to be happening here in Temecula, how you're bringing Australian country music to the Temecula wine country?
Hey Carolina, it's so good to be here. I'm so excited to come to Temecula. It'll be my first time ever in Temecula. But I was telling you off air, I haven't been, but I have a bunch of friends who have told me all these amazing things. And I come from a little beach town in Australia, so I feel like where I come from is beach country. There's wine, there's all the great things. So I feel like Temecula is kind of the American reflection of that in a couple of ways. So I'm really excited to see it and be a part of your community.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we got the beach here just about I don't know, 45 minutes away in Oceanside. You're gonna like that if you have time to travel. But yeah, Temecula is Southern California's wine country, and not many people know about it, but it's definitely a different scene in comparison to like Los Angeles. And I'm sure you've been there already many times. So this is more of the country version, you know what I mean? And lots of wine. So you have that hit called Me, Myself, and Wine, right?
Yeah, our latest single we put out is called Me, Myself, and Wine, which is so much fun. And for us, that means celebrating a breakup. It's celebrating your freedom, raising a glass up to that, me, myself, and wine style. So to celebrate that at these wineries in what you're telling me about wine country is going to be a really great time. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, it's a song that a lot of women here can relate to.
Can't
They
we all?
they love their wine here. It's amazing. So it's like a perfect, city to actually sing this song and come out and, enjoy a glass of wine while listening to country music. So that's really great.
I
So
sure hope so.
tell us a little bit about the shows that you're going to be playing at in town.
Yeah, so we're coming. I did my first California Runner shows recently, about a couple of weeks ago, and I had the best time. Everyone was so wonderful. It was great meeting them, and I can't wait to return. Coming up, I'm opening up for Jackson Dean at Wilson Creek Winery in September, playing at Miramont Winery, Peltzer Winery, and then Miramont Winery again. So we're doing all the wine shows, lots of time to celebrate me, myself, and wine. And I'm just excited to connect with people through my music, make new friends, and just experience this beautiful part of the world that you guys come from.
Right on. Cool. So tell us a little bit about the differences between Australian country and US of A. What are like the major differences?
It's really funny. I feel like the US influence is massive in Australia, and the country music scene there is booming and it's growing and it's doing all these great things. But there's this funny saying I love. It's America sneezes, Australia catches cold. And we love your music over there too. And we have all these American artists who are now coming over and playing shows. So there really is a big American influence in the Australian scene. But again, culturally, I'm an Australian born and bred kind of girl. And I feel like that comes out of my music and makes it a little bit different in a couple of ways too. Um, but yeah, I'm just writing songs about where I come from, what I'm going through, what's in my heart, and sharing that with people. So if that's a bit Australian and a bit American, then that's what's putting out there too.
Cool. I love the fusion. So we have
Yes.
these like, I don't know, and here in the United States, a lot of us don't know about Australian culture. There's like this, have you ever seen that show called Territory?
I haven't, no.
No, okay, it's about the Australian outback
Oh
country,
my gosh,
and
okay.
it's really good. It came out like about a year ago. So, like as of like a modern day country, that's what I see
I'll have to check that
Australia
out. That's
being.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's a really good show. So I'm a big Western. I love Westerns. So
Love
anytime
that.
I'm like Australia has country people. They have, they do the ranching. They do
My kind of people.
Yeah, they do all like very similar stuff that we do here. So, a lot of Australian meat comes to the United States, I learned, like
Yeah,
ground
yeah,
beef, stuff
yeah.
like that. So, that was just like an interesting part that I've learned a lot recently. So, okay, cool. So, what's your favorite type of wine?
Oh, I cannot choose a favorite type of wine. I wrote a song about this and I keep getting asked. I'm like, guys, I cannot put it down to one. I normally just go a Chardonnay, but again, anything we can drink to and celebrate me, myself, and wine is a win.
Cool. Well, you'll definitely get a taste here. You
Wonderful.
got Willow Creek. That's like a very common Southern California wine. They have it at like a major distribution centers here, like at Costco. I don't know if you're familiar with that big,
Yes, yes.
box store. So that's a very popular wine, but there's a few favorites here that people like, at the other wineries that you're going to be at. So I
Love
personally
that.
like Briar Rose just because it's like a, small little winery out here in Southern California in wine country. So that's kind of cute. But yeah, yeah, you're
I'm
gonna
going to get
have
my notepad out and start taking my
yes, you
recommendations
should
down.
definitely explore. It's a cool little area with all these wineries that are so close to each other. And like Napa, Napa is just so spread out. Where like here is just like basically a couple roads and they're all within like, 10 miles. So it's
That's
kind of cool.
wonderful.
Yeah.
What a cool scene to be a part of. I'm excited to see it.
Yes, yes, you'll definitely get a culture shock in comparison
Yes.
to Los Angeles. Like this is a wholesome town, and when you come from like LA, and I've never been to Nashville. I'm sure it's just a big giant city. You'll see the small town wholesomeness, and
Love
people are just
that.
happy to be here in like a more serene, like not so fast-paced environment. So I think you'll definitely like that.
That's wonderful.
So favorite boots. Do you have any type that you like to wear?
Ooh, I have these new pair of Stetsons that I've been loving at the moment. We signed with them at CMA Fest and they gave me like a little goodie bag of stuff. And I've been like the biggest fangirl of them ever since. I'm like a kid on Christmas with cowgirl boots. I'm like, oh my goodness, they're so pretty. I get to
I
wear them
get
and
you.
jazz them up. But my favorite thing about cowgirl boots is I feel like they make any outfit. And it's like the boots start the outfit. You build the outfit around the boots, not the other way around. So
Absolutely.
country singer
Absolutely.
core is over here with the cowgirl boots.
Very cool. Do you have a favorite Western movie?
Ooh, I feel like it's not really a Western movie. This is probably a little cliche, but I love Hannah Montana, the movie. I feel like that is like a childhood staple and it's set at a country scene and everything. And it just makes me feel like a kid again every single time I watch it, which I love.
That's one I haven't seen, so I guess I'm gonna have to put that on
You
my
gotta
bucket
watch it,
list.
it's great.
Very cool. So you opened up for Vance Joy, is that correct?
I did, yeah.
How was that like?
It was wonderful. Such a beautiful person and the whole touring crew just welcomed me like nothing else. It was actually in like the city I was born, which was so cool. We were playing in Brisbane at this venue called Brisbane River Stage, and it's right on the river there in Brisbane in Australia. Um, and again, just like they went above and beyond to make me feel welcome, supported. His whole crowd was so wonderful and lovely to play to. Um, one of my favorite gigs to date, and I just feel grateful that I got to be a part of it.
Very cool. Very cool. Any plans to cross over to other genres? It seems like that's been a trend with a lot of artists to go over to country or vice versa, pop. So like, is that anything that you have planned?
I'm loving where I'm at the moment, but I kind of say my music is a blend of pop, country, and rock. I feel like you put all three in a blender, and that's kind of my sound. I'm heavily influenced by pop music and rock music and listening to that kind of stuff. So I feel like that definitely kind of is heard in my sound and what I'm putting out. But I'm a country girl at the moment, and I'll keep on doing that for a hot minute.
So did you start doing your music during COVID?
I've been singing forever since I was tiny. I've been playing, but I definitely fell more into it during COVID. I kind of spent my time through high school gigging at local pubs, clubs, venues, everywhere around the Gold Coast where I come from. And then COVID hit and I kind of lost all my shows. That was like songwriting for me. It was, let's take this time to focus on learning how to write songs. And it was my mission during COVID to write a song every day. And in Australia, we locked down for like 300 days or something silly. So I was pretty much writing for a whole year straight, just trying to get my chops up. So for my original artistry, absolutely, I fell into it during COVID.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you here. Let us know where we can get tickets, or is this like a free show with the wineries? Any links that we should know about to check you out?
Yeah, so the best place to find all that stuff is on my website, www.lilygracelive.com. Also on my social media, there's links everywhere and you can find all the details. But that's through September, October, and early November are those show dates. Miramont Winery, Peltzer Winery, and Wilson Creek Winery opening for Jackson Dean. So we'd love to see you at a show. We can't wait.
Very cool. So, tell us anything about your influences, the artists that you have been inspired by.
I'm loving Hunter Hayes at the moment. I always love Hunter Hayes. I think his artistry is so wonderful. Dylan Marlowe is another big influence for me at the moment. Kelsey Ballerini. I'm just loving people who are kind of pouring themselves into their artistry and really pushing for these strong songs. I think that's an awesome trait to have. Um, and I'm just loving people who are writing woody songs at the moment. I'm like, "Oh, I wish I thought of that idea instead," but definitely influenced by them.
Cool. And then just one more question. This is more like my husband's kind of like, question. And he wants to know about well, first of all, have you ever been to the Outback restaurant here in the United States?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so that's our version of Australian cuisine, which,
Really?
yes, it's not, I don't even think it's authentic. So I just wanted to get your opinion about it. And I think some of them are starting to close. It's cute. They got like the Sheilas and then how do you say the men's bathroom? I don't know. It was just
Yeah.
we don't even know if
I
that's
love that. Sheila's, that's so Aussie. I love that. No, that's so funny. I'm gonna have to go check it out for sure. What kind of food do they serve? Is it just like barbecue
I
or?
guess it's like steaks. They have like shrimp on the Barbie. That's one of their staples too. We just wedge salad. I always order that when I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we just don't know if it's authentic enough. And
I wonder if they sell Vegemite toast.
what is it called?
Vegemite?
I've never had that. I don't think
Oh
they
my
have
goodness. Well,
that.
if you come to one of our shows, I'll bring you some Vegemite. It's
Yeah.
like this condiment. I guess you guys have like peanut butter and jelly is so American. We don't have that in Australia. Um, we have like Vegemite, which is like it's like a yeast extract, which is so weird, but it's like this salty, like condiment spread that you put on toast and stuff. And I grew up on it and I love it. And if you look it up on social media, there's all these videos of Americans trying it, and 90% of them hate it. They're like, this is the most disgusting thing in the world. And me, because I grew up on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's heaven sent. It's beautiful.
So is it like a sweet type of spread or is it more?
Mm, it's kind of like salty and I guess a little bit bitter. I'm not really selling it very well, but it's a very distinct taste and it's so hard to explain. But again, you put it on like you can have like Vegemite scrolls, like you have a cheese and bacon scroll, but you have Vegemite instead. Um, it's like an Aussie childhood
Yeah,
staple. I feel
I
like all
definitely have to
Australian
try
kids are
it. They don't have that there at Outback. I would remember
okay,
that.
okay, good
They
to
have
know.
like bread and butter, very basic, like as a, appetizer.
Oh man, I'll have to call them and tell them they need to get Vegemite on their menu because that just can't be.
That's funny. Cool. And is kangaroo meat a thing? That's what he wanted to know.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a delicacy. People will eat kangaroo meat. I wouldn't say it's common, but it definitely does happen. It's
Huh.
meant to be a really lean meat though, so a lot of the bodybuilders and stuff eat it because it's so
Wow.
lean. Because kangaroos bounce so much, it's a really,
Oh,
low
so like
fat
kind of
content.
inherit those characteristics as you eat it. Oh, okay. Cool. Very cool. Well, we're excited to see you, and I'm gonna definitely check out your show, and
Yes,
hopefully I can have my video skills intact, and then try to get some scenes of the concert at one of the wineries. So that would be
I would love
very,
that.
very
And we'll
cool.
get you some Vegemite too.
Yes, yes, definitely. I definitely want to try it, and then my husband's probably gonna want to try it too, because we've never been to Australia. Many of us don't ever make it out there.
We'll bring some Australia to you.
I love that. I love that. It's very convenient. I like that. I don't have to be on a plane for 20 hours plus whatever
Yeah,
it is.
always a bonus, always a bonus.
Thank you, Lily, for,
Thank you
being
so
on
much
the
for having me. I
show.
really appreciate you taking the time, so thank you.